This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This is my city, yeah, this is my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy. We shutting everything down. I've been high like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine. The moment is, run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is bar one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee scream recipe, so think twice if you next to me, it's West. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this is my city, yeah, this is my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough for the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So Tempur-Pedic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these crickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee scream rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, it's no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this is my city, yeah, this is my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion.
As we can see the thumbnail on the screen. Guys, I'm here. It's a beautiful Monday. And you know what we do? We talk sports on Monday. I want to welcome every last one of you guys to the basement. We got to talk about some sports. Guys, we had an opportunity this past Thursday to watch a Hall of Fame game between the Chargers and the Detroit Lions. Now, the game was a little lopsided. I ain't gonna front. The game was bad. It was real bad. It wasn't even interesting. So I watched it up to about halftime, then I chimed out. But the fact that we got football right now, man, I'm happy. I'm excited. I can't wait. I feel like my man Bart Scott. Can't wait. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. Got my fantasy league that I run, got that together, made all my phone calls to my guys, man, make sure everybody was good. You know what I'm saying? We all alive. Thank God we ahead of the curve on that. We talked about some things we need to talk about, how we're going to do the draft, possible destination. We ain't got together in probably over 5 years in person. Probably longer than that. I might be cutting it short. But got to talk to them. So we set, getting other leagues. I'm getting set. I'm hosting a league at my house for a live draft. So I got that coming up on the 24th. 2 of them I got online, one on the 17th, one on the 24th. So I got 2 drafts in one day. One I'm hosting, one that I'm sponsoring. That's crazy, but that's my reality. It's football time, guys. And I love football. And you know what takes football to a whole new level for me? Playing fantasy football. And guess what? On the 11th of August, I'm going to have a special guest, my man Chris Allen. We're going to do a show with my man Chris Allen. As y'all see the thumbnail, fantasy football special. Like I said, with my man Chris Allen, we're going to do it. Can't wait to do it. Can't wait to have the fun. Anybody who has some questions, concerns, thoughts, make sure you send me the EM, either on IG or Facebook, or you can also email me if you feel the need to. You can also drop the questions in the comment section. I appreciate that as well. But for not any further, I need for y'all to do me a solid in.
What's the goddamn button?
Y'all know what it is, guys. I need every last one of you gears, guys, to do me a solid. Everyone's, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. You remember that intro the circus used to do for us? Hit that like button.
What's the goddamn button?
You goddamn right. Push that goddamn button. I appreciate every last one of you are here. But yes, August 11th, we are having a fantasy football special with my man Chris Allen. We already got it set up. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. A couple of things that I definitely want to make sure we speak on. But like I said, if there's something that y'all want to talk about as far as the fantasy world and what's going on and all that, make sure y'all drop a little comment in the chat on that day. Or, ones that's going to get really notified, them super chats. I appreciate those too. You can sit in the Cash App if you like. Whatever questions you want to ask, it will be talked about. We will go over it and we will have a conversation. But with that being said, we got football. We got a lot of football news. And y'all see the guys that I put on the thumbnail again. If y'all didn't see it, shame on you. Let's do it again. Hendricks, Parsons, and McLaurin. Those three guys are not happy with the contract. Speaking of contract, let's get these other sports over with. Let's talk about the other sport, and that other sport is NBA. Yes, guys, college basketball has got some traffic too. But we're not going to get into college basketball because we got to talk about the other sports first. And the one thing I seen was a guy who used to play for my favorite team, the Kentucky Wildcats. College basketball, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox just signed him a new contract. He said, I got to get paid. And I know one team is going to pay me, the team that I'm currently playing for, and that's the San Antonio Spurs. They signed De'Aaron Fox to a 4-year, $229 million max extension. His contract's going through the 2029, 2030 season. He said, I got to get my money. I got to get this bread. Well-deserved. Well-deserved. You know, it's funny. I was talking to my son about it. I asked him if he see the news. And I was telling him, and we was talking about it. We was talking about how the Spurs going to be a nice team coming out the West here soon. Especially if Victor Wembley gets healthy and comes back full of strength. They're going to be a nice team coming out that West, man. They're going to be a factor. The West has got some good teams. I mean, we can't hold it. They got the defending champs, the Oklahoma City Thunder. But there's some other teams, man, that better be worried about the Spurs. Now, we know Houston's going to be good. We know Denver's going to be good. The Lakers going to make their mark, right? We know all about these teams. But, guys, I think there's a team that a lot of people are sleeping on, not really recognizing as of right now. And that's okay. Spurs said, y'all better recognize us. Spurs said, y'all better start seeing us. We signing our stars, doing what we need to do. Still got Victor under rookie deal. I ain't got to really pay him no big contract just yet. But we got some pieces. We got some pieces, and that some type of pieces that you have to recognize. You have to acknowledge it and see us. And I think this season coming up is going to be the season that you're going to have to. I think they're going to make the playoffs. As long as Victor stay healthy, De'Aaron Fox is there, I think they're going to make the playoffs. So, again, they're going to be a factor in the West, whether y'all believe it or not. I'm calling it right now. August the 4th, 2025. Your boy Hink is calling it way before October, way before the NBA season starts. I'm calling it right now. The San Antonio Spurs will be in the playoffs. They will be in the playoffs. That's my NBA thought for the day. No more NBA talk. I just thought I'd put it out there. Let it be known. My prediction right now. The San Antonio Spurs will make the playoff this year. They will be there. With that being said, I need for y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button.
Push the goddamn button.
You goddamn right. Push that goddamn button. Hit that like button for me, guys. If you ain't hit it, please don't make me send the office to your house. I shouldn't have to send a court order to you before you hit that daggone like button.
Push the goddamn button.
It should be automatic. You ought to want to just do it on GP. You ought to want to do it just because you came over and heard this brother start talking about NBA. It's nowhere near NBA season, but money's being exchanged, and we had to talk about it. But we about to talk about these other sports. The most important sports of all sports. And that's the NFL. That's football. God's sport. What God loves. What real men love. I ain't talking about that other football. Bunch of guys just run up and down the field, chase a little bitty circle ball that's black and white. No, we ain't talking about that. It's a good sport. You got to be in shape. Not knocking them, but we're not talking about foosball. We're talking about football. The sport that God loves, that I love. And for you red-blooded Americans and you international brothers and sisters, y'all should love it too. Now, I ain't going to sit there and say you should love it as much as I do. And I don't think you can, but it sounds good. But with that being said, we got to talk about it. Now, there's a couple of things I've been seeing. Couple things. Certified hater. I know he was going to cut through with some goddamn it. Big head, you know the rules. If you're going to hate on me, talk shit to me, I don't mind. But at least do it in a super chat. You're doing it for free right now. You're hating on your boy for free. Shame on you. You said the Bears will win the Super Bowl. I didn't put a date on it. I did not put a date on it, and that's okay. We will win a Super Bowl in the near future. You goddamn hater, big hand. I'm sick of your black ass. I'm sick of you. Thank you for your service, but I'm sick of you. Let's get back to it. There's a couple things I want to talk about. But before I get into the trade and the free agency and disgruntled employees of the NFL, like my man Hendrick from Cincinnati, like my man Micah Parsons from Dallas, and Terry McLaurin from the Washington Commanders. I want to talk about what I've been seeing today, came across my ticker. The NFL got rankings. And this one guy, Dan Wilkins, he's ranking the top 10 offenses heading into the 2025 season. Now, let me say this. I don't totally agree with this. I don't. I don't totally agree with this. But you know what I agree with? That some of these teams that they do got on this ranking, I hate to say they good. Offensively, they are good. They are a force to be reckoned with. But we got to play a couple of these teams. But I don't believe in them like that. They good offense. I don't know about top 10, but look, we're going to go over this. And I want to hear what y'all opinions is. Right? I want to know what y'all opinion is on this supposedly top 10 teams. So the first team on this list is the Baltimore Ravens. Number one, that's what my man Dan. That's what he predicts. Dan Wilkinson said, "I predict Baltimore Ravens number one offense." And this is what he has to say about it. Another heartbreaking playoff defeat will probably be the lasting memories for the Baltimore Ravens in 2024 campaign. But let's not completely dismiss what we saw in the regular season. For those 4 months, Baltimore fielded one of the best offensive team out there. Among the unit, many accomplishments. Lamar became the first quarterback to throw 40-plus touchdowns with fewer than 5 interceptions. The Ravens became the first team to ever record 4,000 passing yards, 3,000 rushing yards, and the club 6.8 yards per play, ranked third in NFL history. Derrick Henry arrived, proving to be the perfect complement for Jackson's premier MVP caliber play. Who cares? Who gives a crap? Now, of course, they're talking about the addition of DeAndre Hopkins. That's nice to help the passing game and help Lamar to be better offensively. Congratulations, kudos to them. But I don't think they're going to be in the Super Bowl. They may make another deep playoff run, probably make it to the AFC Championship game and find another way to lose like Lamar does. Yet you still the number one ranked offense, but couldn't make it to the Super Bowl. Who cares? As you see, my wife says, make sure y'all hit that like button.
What's the goddamn button?
You goddamn right. Hit that like button. Number 2, they have the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills. We all love the Bills to have more well-established receiver core. After again the pass on any particular bold move in the position this offseason, Buffalo offense is banking at least 1 or 2 of these receivers, Palmer and Coleman, as well as Dalton Kincaid, to break out alongside Shakur, and a reasonable gamble shape probably aren't the high as they would be on other teams. So what he's pretty much saying is these guys are good, but if they be on another team, they be just average dudes. But when you got a quarterback like Josh Allen, current MVP, he's going to make them look good. Hey, we all know Josh Allen is a dual threat, just like Lamar is, right? They both can pass, they both can run, they both a factor. But one thing about both of them, neither one of them has yet to play in the Super Bowl. Neither one of them has yet to play in the Super Bowl. They just not good enough. Not good enough. Let's keep going. Number 3, the defending Super Bowl champs, the team you have to give the proper respect to, the Philadelphia Eagles. How could the Eagles not be near the top of this list? Philly is returning all but 1 starter from last year's Super Bowl juggernaut. With the long change becoming competition to replace the departed Micah Becton. It's Mekhi Becton. My bad. I'm sorry. He's a former U of L player. I remember him. This big old 6'7" dude. I didn't know he's not back. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. NFL premier's offensive line heading into 2025. The front 5 of the caliber leading the way for outstanding group skill position players is borderline unfair. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith may be the best receiver duo in football. Okay, you can go with that. Philly, it'll be a tough rank to run to any running back over Saquon Barkley. Yeah, I can't fight that. Jalen Hurts is somewhat polarizing quarterback, as he may never become the elite drop back passer that led some trying to insufferable offensive debates when he has nothing else to talk about. That's true. Look, I said this many a times before. There are a lot of people disrespect Jalen. I really don't know why they disrespect him so much, but they really do. I like Jalen. I like his leadership. I like his ability. I like the way he could kind of take the back seat and let all these other great players shine. And he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind doing that at all. He doesn't mind. And that just shows that the great leadership about him and a humble person that he is, that he doesn't mind taking the back seat of the situation. But when he needs to shine, he will shine. Guys, I'm going to say it again. When this guy needs to shine, he will shine. And so shine that he is. And that's why they won the Super Bowl last year, because he did what he needed to do to help the team win. He wasn't all about an individualistic mindset about being a big dog. And no, he wasn't about that. He could have been, but he wasn't. Let's keep going. Number 4, the Detroit Lions, a team that's in my division. It would be fair to expect the Lions offense to take a step back following the departure of Ben Johnson. The Newsbury head coach was a genius behind the Detroit well-oiled machine. Coordinator John Morton, the front five will look much different after losing Frank Ragnow and Kevin Zelar, I think that's how you pronounce it, in the offseason. Still, it's tough to imagine this unit falling too far. Jamar Gibbs, A. Montgomery, Amari St. Brown, Jameis Williamson, and LaPorta provide truly elite group of playmakers. This is true. They do got some good playmakers. Now, again, I do think they're going to take a hit because they lost the offense coordinator as well as a defense coordinator and Glenn. So that alone is going to take a hit. But we're talking about offense. So Ben Johnson, the head coach of my Chicago Bears, shout out to him. Will they take a setback? Maybe at first. It may take a little while for them to get, some type of consistency with the new coordinator. Now, they say John Morton. That's not Johnny Morton. Johnny Morton used to be a wide receiver back in the days for the Detroit Lions, but this is a different guy. So let's keep going. Number 5 is Cincinnati Bengals. I have some significant reservations about the way the Bengals approach building their roster. Now, I think a lot of people does because they didn't worry about defense, it's strictly on offense. They re-signed my man Jamar Chase, re-signed T. Higgins. They had their lead running back in Chase Brown. But the defense is still questionable. And so you may have a good offense, but you're not going to win a lot of games if you don't have a defensive police put up some type of resistance. But we're talking about offense, guys, so let's keep that in mind. They do got two of their best duo wide receivers right there with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. I can't lie. I like them as a combo. They are tough. And they getting paid like they are too, because they are two highest paid receivers. Now, their tight end is Mike Gesicki. Not sold on him. I mean, I watch him play from team to team to team. I mean, I think it's like his third team now. But I don't know. I do like the receivers, though. And the little scat back with Chase Brown, I think it's a great combination. But they need a lot of help on the other side of the ball. But that's a different story. Number 6, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My man, Dalen Davis said, how do you feel about the Bengals' offensive line protection for Burrows? Look here. The offensive line for the Bengals. Let's talk about it. It's left to be desired. It really is. Other than Orlando Brown Jr., I'm not familiar with none of these other guys that they have. It's obvious they needed a lot of help, and they really didn't address it. And that's the problem I have with Cincinnati, right? They're right down the street from me. They're about 2 hours of drive away, about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me. Well, about an hour and a half. They used to have their camp, but now a lot of teams has their camps, their training camps on their campus in their home city no more. They used to go like to come down here to Georgetown, Kentucky, and they would have their football camp here. And they would stay in the dorms and use the facility, of course, pay Georgetown. That's how they would get their money for that. But I remember a couple of times getting an opportunity to go see them when I got to go on a visit. At Georgetown's coach invited me up there to see them. Got this opportunity to see them play. Now, I wasn't a fan of the Bengals, never had been. But it was nice to get to see NFL practices and interleague practices. And because when they practice with other teams, they would come down here too. But 2025 team, Orlando Brown Jr. is probably the only lineman I know that I'm familiar with, that I've seen play before, and I know this productive player. But I really think they should have addressed the offensive line, especially during free agency. But they put a lot of money into their two main receivers in Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. So you put your money into weapons for Burrow, but you didn't put no money in the linemen. And we all know how much he's been sacked the past couple of years, how he's been getting hurt due to the lack of offensive lineman help. They're still going to have a top 10 offense. I believe that because you have two of the top 10 best receivers in the league. And I got to give it, T. Higgins is a top 10 type receiver. He's better than some of these teams' number one. And could have went anywhere damn near and been the number one. But I think that's going to be a struggling position again, Dalen. I mean, I really do. I think that's going to hurt them. And it's sad because, man, you got only so many years out of your quarterback, right? You got so many years, especially ones who can't really block for him. You're setting him up for failure, always going to get hurt, always going to be on the mend. And that's been Joe Burrow's pretty much career so far. He's been more time on the IR and injury reserve are on the list of inactive because of injuries. First couple of years of his NFL career has been like that. So I don't know. I don't know. He said, that's what I feel about them too. But Cool Joe and Chase are still outstanding. As a Chief fan, I am hoping Chris Jones and newly acquired Norman Lott, is it? Damn, is his name? Norman Lott gets some good pressure. Chris Jones is going to be Chris Jones. Chris Jones is going to do what Chris Jones do. And we all know how Chris Jones really steps his game up, especially when he get in the playoffs. So I like Chris Jones. I was hoping Chris Jones kind of hit the free agency mark and y'all didn't have the sense enough to sign him, but y'all did right. Now, I really think y'all overpaid Trey Smith. I think it was kind of reach on him, but I understand you got to do what you got to do. He's familiar with the offense. He's a player that y'all drafted and brought in there and developed. So why not do that? But I really think y'all overpaid for him as an offensive guard. Just my opinion. That's all it is. But look, who am I to tell you? 2-time Super Bowl champion is. Who am I? Shit. I'm just a dude talking about sports, love football, and all that other good stuff. That's what I am. But with that being said, I need for y'all to do me a solid right now and hit that goddamn like button.
Push the goddamn button.
Right on. Push that like button. I promise you I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. Shout out to you for being here. Shout out for Rocco. Let's continue to talk football. Or Terry McLaurin. So, Justin, is that a question or do you want to hear me speak on Terry? Because I'm definitely going to make sure I talk about Terry here shortly. But I wanted to go through this top 10 ranking that I've seen from the score. So for those who don't have the score it's a great app. I like it. Very informative. Always gives great updates. So, man, hey, it's not like I work for them or nothing like that, but I would definitely encourage people to download that app so you can get all the NFL, NBA, college, hockey, Major League Baseball, college basketball, college football, women's basketball, WNBA, CFL. They got all the sports, all the latest updates. So, man, definitely make sure y'all check it out. But let's get to this Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay comes in at number 6. This is what Dan Wilkins, he said number 6 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, we all know Baker Mayfield had a career year last year, and he was rewarded before it. You know, they kind of adjusted his contract and got him some more of a signing bonus type contract. New offensive coordinator, Liam Cohen, who used to be offensive coordinator for Kentucky Wildcats. Matter of fact, he had 2 stints as offensive coordinator for the Kentucky Wildcats. So I'm very familiar with him and how his offense runs. Great offensive mind. I think it was a great hire for Tampa Bay. I think Baker Mayfield will definitely benefit from that hire of Liam Cohen. I like Bucky Irvin, and I really hope they give that man more opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And just, I don't know. I want to see him get more opportunity, more than White. I mean, you know, White's okay, but I like the burst that Bucky Irvin brings. So, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't keep up with Tampa Bay like that. I'm not a follow Tampa Bay. If they was in my division, I probably would know a little bit more. But they play in one of the weakest division in the NFL, and that's the NFL South. But what I do know is they got a great a head coach now. Baker Mayfield has really come to his own. It took him a long time to really do that, but he has. I know Cleveland Browns wishing they probably still had him, regretting that situation. Well, maybe not that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Shador be the next one. Maybe Gabriel Dillon may be the next one. Or Joe Flacco going to find a fountain of youth again and found a way to leave him. I doubt it, but it sounds good. But shout out to Tampa Bay. Coming in number 7, the Kansas City Chiefs. So, guys, we all know about the Chiefs, right? 2-time Super Bowl champs in the last 3 years. These guys are tough. Yes, I did. Murray State. Shout out to the racists. My man Dollar Bill came through there and said, anywhere. Yes. Subscribe, big dog. Thanks. I appreciate it, brother. And if ain't none of you ever subscribed to this channel, y'all just over here just hanging out, please do me a solid and subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, you know what the best time to do is now. He said, okay, I played at Middle Tennessee State. I know what that is. I do know what that is. I was up there for a visit back in the days. 2 teams I visit for possible college. One was Tennessee State, and the other was Middle Tennessee. Both OVC former. I don't know. They're not in OVC now. Well, let me take that back. Murray State is no longer in OVC no more. But back in the days in OVC, it was Tennessee State, it was Moorhead, Murray, Eastern Kentucky. I want to say, who else was there? Moorhead. Austin P, Tennessee State, Middle Tennessee. I think Middle Tennessee, but I can't remember Middle Tennessee was there or not. I don't remember. Eastern Kentucky, Moorhead, Tennessee Tech. That's 5. Yeah, that's it. It's like 3 Tennessees that I can remember that was in there. So first year, man, I'm totally getting off hand. But blame this on Dollar Bill. 5 and 6. 5 and 6 was the record. Terrible. But that's what it was. That's what it was. But then we had a surge and we started winning because we got more players from 502. No, we really did. We got, I think, like 2 more players from 502, and I think that was it. Coach Nutt said, I'm not recruiting no more players from Louisville. We was bad. We had problems. We brought problems up, bro. But we had a good time, man. We had a great season. Okay, he said 2001. Yeah, you was 2001, I was starting my professional career of being a substitute teacher. I was in my profession by then. I was substitute at elementary. But I understand what you mean. 98. Shout out to the brothers and sisters, man, of Murray State. Shout out to former racists. Shout out to the current racists. I will be down there to check out a game. I got a couple of buddies' sons play down there. And I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to go see them. A couple of them play down there. Looking forward to watching them play this season. Usually my wife's trying to drag me down there for homecoming. Every other year is a black homecoming. That's where I met my wife at Murray State. So Murray State been good to me for the most part. Got a couple skeletons down there, but that's okay. Got a couple bodies, and that's okay too. Because they no longer mean nothing to me. The missus does. Look, I'm gonna stop talking about this because I don't mess around and get myself in some goddamn trouble. And that's not what we're here to do. We're not here to see your boy Hank get in trouble, talk about his days in college. That's bullshit. We're not gonna do that. And Dollar Bill, I rebuke you for doing this. Do me a favor though, Dollar Bill. Hit that damn like button for the brother. I appreciate it.
Push the goddamn button.
You're goddamn right. Push that goddamn button. Push that goddamn button. And look at this shit. She got to say, she got the son. Why can't you just be up there and cooking dinner or something? Just, Jesus, Lord, jeez.
Lord Jesus.
Come on, man. Let's keep going, man. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna let y'all get me off my square. Shout out to the goat riders. Shout out to the white horse riders. Shout out to the camel riders. For those who know, they know. Let's keep going. I didn't get to fish number 7. We started on Kansas. Like I said, 2-time Super Bowl champs, 2 times the last 3 years. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes. My man, Shay Sharp. You know, Shay going through some hard times right now, so I got sympathy for the brother. But he used to call him my man, Patrick Mahomes, boy. I like Patrick Mahomes. I also like Isaac Pacheco. 2 great players. Never had Patrick Mahomes as a fantasy player, but I did have Isaiah Pacheco, and I do like him. Rashee Rice, I like him as a player. Xavier Word is, well, Hollywood Brown, I'm not too fond of. He stay hurt all the time. Rashee Rice, I like him. He's got to stay out of trouble, though, man. He's got to stay out of trouble. That's my only hang up with Rashee Rice. Xavier Word, Xavier Word had a nasty situation with his girlfriend, and I hopefully got all of that bull crap worked out because that stuff could weigh heavy on your mind, especially during the season. I don't think y'all realize how much relationships can definitely be a detriment to your mental. And for these young guys who are young in the game, man, it can really mess them up. It can really mess them up. So with that being said, hopefully he's able to get all that stuff worked out. My man Travis Kelce, he seemed like he's happy with Taylor Swift. He said, ain't nothing going on but the rent. And I'm good. Let me say this about the Kansas City Chiefs. Very good team, very explosive offense. Patrick Mahomes is kind of giving me that Tom Brady vibes where his receivers are not really the top notch of the top notch receivers, but he still does great things with what he has. So I really like that for him. My man Dayline said, rebound year. You better recognize that, Heek. I don't know what you talk about. You sound crazy. Well, Mr. Davis, I hope he does rebound, man. I want to see him do well. I like Patrick, my homeboy. Justin said, Chiefs have underrated receivers. Okay. I don't know about underrated because I don't like Hollywood Brown. I don't think he's underrated. I think he's overrated. I might be stretching it a little bit, maybe because he hurt me in a fantasy football league one year. It might be why I have my animosity with this dumb bastard. But I'm going to kind of scale back and not take my frustration out on him. Just a sorry play. Look, I like Rice, and I think he's a good player. Xavier Worthy, he's okay, in my opinion. Worthy will step up. Rice suspension sucks. Mahomes is about to have a renowned year similar to Kelsey as Tyreek days. But defense will be strong. Okay, I can agree with that. I agree with what I just read. Let me say this. Xavier Worthy's okay. I wouldn't sit there and say he's like that. Look, when he came out of Texas, in my opinion, he wasn't like that. He wasn't even the best receiver on their team at Texas. He was more like a specialist, like a good second, maybe third receiver. The number one receiver wasn't even eligible for the draft, so he didn't come out. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you need to chalk it up because Xavier was a rookie, and maybe, like I said, he had a girlfriend that was a headache that was giving him the business and putting him through it. And maybe he's able to get past that. He's able to move on. Hopefully he's able to rebound. Like you said, Rice suspension. I don't know how many games Rice is going to get. Maybe 2 games. To me, anything over 4 games is extreme to me, in my opinion.
Push the goddamn button.
Trayvon, you better hit that button while you just jetting by, ma'am. I appreciate you. Oh, okay. Hold on now. Hold on. Now, I'm kind of choked up. Hold on. I seen this. My man R. Fleming said the Birds are better than the Chiefs. Now, it sounds like a man I'm after my own heart with that statement. I ain't gonna lie. Better than the Chiefs? I don't know. I can't. Let me hold on, man. I gotta get me a shot of this side. I gotta get a shot of snap after that statement. My man put it out there. He said the Birds. Well, y'all read it up at the top. Y'all see what it said. It says the Birds are better than the Chiefs. Now, look, let me be honest. That's wishful thinking. I wish that was the case. I don't think it is. Not just yet. Give us some time. I think we could get there. But boy, I'm Yes. Yes. Our time is coming. Now, see, my man has struck a nerve with that statement, guys. Because I know how good the Kansas City Chiefs is. I respect him. I love their coach at Holmgren. I know what he does. I know what he did when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles. I remember him as a coordinator back in the days for the Green Bay Packers, how much he was a headache for us. So I know. I already know. But to make a statement like that, man, look, man, are you a Charger fan? Are you a Raider fan? Are you a Bronco fan? What team is your team to make that statement? You see a few of these Kansas City Chief fans in here congregating, having a good time listening to that boy Hink, and you make this statement right here. You did this for a reason. Now, R. Fleming, maybe you are a Bears fan. And that's just how you feel. And if that's how you feel, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I ain't going to fight you on it.
Lord Jesus.
But I'm just saying, though, that's a hell of a statement. That I'm not going to fight you. Now, look, you already got some haters in here already. You got some haters in here already that are ready to, just to have a fit. My man Kofi said, put the pipe down. God damn it, that's nasty work. He said, you're smoking. What's your smoking, brother? He may not be smoking anything. He may just be speaking his opinion. Now, this man is entitled to his opinion. I'm not going to knock him. I'm not going to fight him. I'm not going to speak against him. Now, if y'all do that, that's on y'all. I'm just saying. I'm not going to argue against him. I'm not going to argue against that, brother. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for R. Fleming for standing on your purpose. The hell with these dudes. They don't know what we know. Hey, look, here's another hater. This guy's a Viking fan. He bitter right now. They went 12-4 in the regular season and lost in the first round of playoff. So he gonna give us a thumbs down. Quentin, you ain't shit. But guys, do me a favor. Every last one of you guys who agree with my man R. Fleming, hit the like button.
Push the goddamn button.
And if you don't agree with R. Fleming, hit the like button as well.
Push the goddamn button.
You're goddamn right. I need every last one of you. If you're watching it live, hit the like button. If you're watching on the replay, hit the like button. Somehow, some way, I need for you to do me a solid and hit that goddamn like button. Can you do it for me, brother? I appreciate every last one of you who are here. That being said, another hater come through. He said, the Raiders. The hell with the Raiders. I got love for you, Tommy, but the hell with your team. I'm just saying. They ain't got no quarterback. I don't think Geno Smith is a quarterback. I think Geno's a placeholder. He should have stayed in Seattle with his weak ass. The hell with the Raiders. My man R. Fleming says, Joe Thuney leading the line, former Kansas City Chief. Kalen Williams continues to improve. Two great wide receivers. Oh, no. R. Fleming, you're tripping. You're shorting us. Because Luther Burton III, it's going to be that third great wide receiver. Give him some time. Watch. By the way, I'm a Chiefs fan. You're playing with my emotions. Damn you, Taylor Bell, and all these goddamn Chiefs fans. Oh, God. This man got me over choking playing with my goddamn. R. Fleming, you ain't shit. Now you need to hit the super chat. You gonna play my goddamn emotions like this. Have me all hyped up, feeling some type of way. I'm feeling all good inside. I'm dealing with sinus infection. But man, you gonna say, then you gonna go, I'm a goddamn Chiefs fan. Ain't this some mother? I'm trying not to cuss you. I'm trying to do better. It's hard. Some of y'all make me want to cuss. I ain't gonna say y'all make me. Y'all influence me. Shame on y'all. And shame on R. Fleming for putting that bull crap out there like that. Bruh. I can't stand y'all, man. I can't stand y'all. My man David Tibbet, I think that's how your name, David or Tibbet. Anyone but the Chiefs. Tommy said F the Chiefs. Well, Tommy, I'm sure the Chiefs fans feel the same way about your Raiders. F the Raiders. Justice said, Chiefs looking like they are winning the Super Bowl this year. They look good in minicamp. Well, guys, hey, man, look, I don't know how many minicamps a team gonna really look bad unless you the Raiders. Now, if you the Raiders, you gonna look bad. I don't care what they got. They gonna have goddamn Joe Montana back there. former Chiefs, as well as San Francisco 49ers. But that's irrelevant. The Raiders will find a way to jack that off and lose it. I'm just saying. They can't beat us up, though. Man, let me get back to my list, man. I'm sick of y'all. Number 8. Now, remember, guys, I was saying in the beginning. Dan Wilkins. So here's another one of these teams I don't agree with that should be in the top 10. And that's the Green Bay Packers. I have no faith in Jordan Love. They don't have a number one receiver. You got Jaden Reed, you got Rome Dobbs, and you got Matt Golden. I don't know what they're going to do with Wilkinson. I mean, they just had no respect for him. That was one of their number one receivers they picked back a couple of years ago. I guess they decided to move on from him. He's not worth it. He's not worth it. Now, I do like Josh Jacobs, a former Raider. Thank God he got out of there. He's tired of losing his head. They do have a great guard in Aaron Banks, a former Texas Longhorn. Tucker Kraft is a okay tight end. I mean, ain't nothing really bad about. They do got a good coach in Matt LaFleur. Man, I hate saying all these goddamn positive things about Green Bay. Let me stop. Green Bay sucks ass. FGB. Let's keep going. I'm not going to keep talking about them assholes. I can't stand them. Number 9, another one I don't agree with, and that's the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams still have Matt Stafford. Okay. Tutu Atwell, Devontae Adams. Now, I do like that addition. And Puka Nacua. I do like the Devontae Adams, even though he's a little long in the tooth and has a few years up on him, and I don't know how many years he has left. I do like that addition. I don't know about Matthew Stafford, but I do like Kyron Williams. I do like him. I don't know. Tyler Higbee. He's too on and off of me. He's too inconsistent. That's another thing that bothers me about him, though. And here we go. See what y'all allowed to infect the chat, man. You see what y'all allowed to infect these guys right here. What about the Cowboys? We're going to talk about the Cowboys here shortly, brother. So you're going to know about my thoughts about the Cowboys. So my man said the Inglewood Rams. That's a fact. They've been in all over LA, ain't they? My man asked me this. You think the Browns will be a mess or good? Same question. But with the Jags. Damn. Truth be told, let me say this first about the Jags, as the Browns is Jags should have been the number one team in the South, AFC South. Instead, they allowed Houston to come in there and take it over. More than likely, they'll win the NFC, the AFC South. I don't know. Trevor Lawrence is not the guy. Trevor Lawrence is just not the guy. I don't think he's the guy that's going to lead the team. I think they're going to have to make a decision. Now, unfortunately, they just re-signed him to a contract deal not too long ago. I don't know how much guaranteed money that he's owed on it. I just don't think Trevor Lawrence is a guy, man. I think they're going to have to make a decision in the next year or so. I really do. I'm not sold on Jacksonville. So hopefully that was able to answer your question. I'm not sold on. I think they're bad. Now let's talk about Cleveland. I like Cleveland. I like Cleveland's defense. I do. Myles Garrett's a good defense pass rusher, probably in my opinion the third best pass rusher in the NFL, compared to T.J. Watt and Micah Parsons. When they made that investment in Deshaun Watson, I think that was a bad investment, and it really set the league back for a year or two as far as paying the quarterbacks. I really think they set them up for failure. I do. And I think to continue the mistakes that they continue to make us continue to haunt them. Right now, they don't have another one running back. They let Nick Chubb go, which was a reasonable decision because he was getting a lot of injuries built up on him, man. So, I mean, I kind of understand why they let him go. But as a collective, I just don't think they're good. And if I was them, I would move on and don't worry about Joe Flacco. Y'all, look, you get Joe Flacco when y'all think y'all can make the playoffs. Y'all not going to make the playoffs, Cleveland. I'm sorry to let you down. You're not. You need to figure out how you can pawn off Deshaun Watson. And just see what boy Gabriel, Dylan Gabriel, or Shedeur Sanders could do for you. Let them play this season. Give them 8 games. What are they playing? 18 games, 17 games? Give them about 50-50 games. Right? Kenny Pickett's not the guy. He wasn't the guy at Pittsburgh. He wasn't the guy at Philly. And he's not going to be the guy at Cleveland. He's not. So I would try to split the games. Look, give him about 6 and 6. 3 guys, we should really need to see what's happening. Kenny Pickett gets 6. Shedeur gets 6. Dylan Gabriel gets 6. Do it that way. Or they can't, because that's 18. They only playing 17. Figure a way I had to divide it by 3 somehow. Or if you want to make it right, give Joe Flacco 3, because we already know what Joe Flacco is, and then divide it between the last 3 quarterbacks if you even decide to keep them all on your roster. And let them play it, figure it out. And see if you got a quarterback in any of them other ones. And if not, get your ass ready to get in the draft because y'all going to be bad. Y'all going to be bad. I'm just saying. Let's keep going. Somebody else had a question. George Pickens is overrated. It's not even funny. God damn. Pickens overrated. George Pickens overrated. Look here, man. Dallas got him for a little bit of nothing, right? They really did. So is he overrated? No. Unfortunately, his attitude is costing me. That's what cost him in the draft. That's why he didn't go in the first round for Pittsburgh. Played for Georgia back in the day, was a great offensive player. Like I said, he played against Kentucky. I watched him for like 3 years straight, kill us. So he's a great receiver. He's just got a bad attitude. He's got a lot of immature ways about him, and he needs to grow up. A lot of them guys do, man. And they make these selfish decisions that end up costing them in the long run, costing them money, sometimes even costing them their freedom. But he's just one of those guys that's doing that and crying and complaining like every other big receiver that comes out of Pittsburgh. For some reason, they get a little high on the horse. They get to smelling their own self and feeling some type of way, and they want to talk trash and act a fool, and then they get mad when they get shipped out. Well, that's what happens. Mike Thomas accepts a lot of bullshit from a lot of players. So you must really been on the bad side. He kicked you out like that. I'm just saying. Let's keep going. He said, why are you ignoring my Bears question? What Bears question did you have for me, Tommy? Did you have a Bears question? I didn't see it. Resend it, man. I must have missed it, man. I apologize. R. Fleming's the heartbreaker with his old sorry ass. Come on, R. Fleming. You hurt my feelings when you said that. You did that. Do you think Travis Hunter is going to be better on offense or defense. I think Travis Hunter going to be better on whatever position you put him at. I don't think it matters too much about where you put. I like Travis Hunter. He's an athlete. Now, the only thing about it, I wouldn't try to do a lot on either side of I wouldn't be trying to play both sides of the ball as much. Because what you don't want to do is wear him out, man. Great player like that, you don't want to do that. Make him your third receiver. Give him some plays here and there. Not too many. 10 a game, I think that's it. At least give him about 10 a game. Yeah. And get through the first season and see how he responds to it. And then, if he responds well, then maybe increase it to maybe about 15 to 20 the following season. But his rookie year, I wouldn't do too many. 10 offensive plays and let him strictly play the rest of the time on defense. But they need it on both sides of the ball, so whatever position he plays, he's going to play. But, guys, do me a solid and hit that like button for me, guys.
Push the goddamn button.
You goddamn right. Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. My man Tommy said, Max is top. I said, Max is top 3, and he ain't 2 or 3. Or the 3. No, Tommy, I can't agree. I can't agree. He's number 4. He's not in the top 3, not in mine. Look here, man. Micah Parsons, number 1 to me. TJ Watt's number 2. Myles Garrett's number 3. Max Crosby's number 4. That's the highest I can give him, Tom. I can't go no higher than that. I can't. And Tommy, truth be told, Chris Jones could push him for that number 4 spot. I'm just saying, man. I like Max Crosby. I like his mode. I think he's good too. But man, I can't put him in the top 3, and he might have to fight for that 4 spot from Chris Jones. I'm just saying, brother. I'm just saying. Let's keep going. Well, we ain't had one yet, and that's okay. Pickens is not overrated. Browns just got signed new quarterback, free Shador. Damn. Who is the best wide receiver duo in the NFL right now? Jeez. Right now, I would go with Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. That's who I would go with. Number 2 will probably be A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Number 3. Maybe Pickens and Lamb. Maybe. I'm a hold on that. I mean, they could be. Let me say, they got the potential to be in the number 3 spot, in my opinion. I do like Jefferson and wide receiver from Minnesota that's about to get suspended for 3 games or 2 games. I think it is 2 or 3 games. They could definitely be in the top 5. I mean, I like Tyrese and Waller, but man, they don't never hardly play together because either one of the two is always hurt. So I don't know, man. Look, they're definitely in the top 10 for sure. Jordan Addison, that's the name. And Jordan, let me say that. Minnesota's also got a third receiver, too. That's pretty decent. You know, so don't let me say that, don't sleep on. I don't know Vikings. Look, let me say this. J.J. McCarthy has a lot of things going for him, right? They have a lot of things going for him. So with that being said, I like Minnesota offense, but the only thing is, I don't know. The only thing is McCarty. You know, when he was in Michigan, it wasn't a lot of passing, right? Jim Harbaugh played that ball control offense, right? He liked to run that ball. That's why he always kept a good offensive line and a smart quarterback who knows his job. Not worried about him getting 350 yards passing and 3 touchdowns and 0 INTs. That wasn't his game. And he's going to do that with Justin Herbert and the Chargers. That's why he's really developed his offensive lineman. I think right now, I think San Diego Chargers probably one of the most underrated offensive line team that has one of the best offensive linemen is the Chargers. And Amarion Hampton was their first round draft pick. And you know why? Because he likes to run the ball. He likes that ball control offense. And that's going to happen. And Justin Herbert's not one of the flash type quarterbacks who feels the need to have 300 something yards. He don't care. He's going to play within the frame of the game, whatever's going to do to help him win. Right? So I don't have no faith in McCarthy. Now, the reason I said all that stuff, talking about J.J. McCarthy, I don't think he's going to be that good. I don't think he's going to do what Sam Darnold did with all offense. And I know they got a great coach, but I don't see it. Now, these past 2 years, these past couple seasons, were they able to turn him into that over the year? Now, remember, he didn't get to play last year. He got hurt during the preseason. So this is really going to be his rookie year. So I don't know what to expect from him. Tommy said he was glorified at Michigan. I agree with that. He was. He definitely was. He definitely was, man. My man said, is Cam Newton a Hall of Famer? He can be. He's not going to be no first, second ballot Hall of Famer. No, it'll probably take him a little while. He might get that Art Monk type treatment. He might get that Sterling Sharp type treatment. It may take a while, but he eventually, I think, will get in. Do you think after game 1 of preseason there will be trades? Oh, yeah, for sure. I think there's going to be. Look, I think it will, though, Tommy. I do. You know why? Because the press is part of the damn election. I mean, the process. And a lot of people in the media don't really care for Cam like that. And that's what I think is going to hold him back. I really do. Sad, but I think that's what's going to uphold him back. But guys, do me a solid and hit that like button for me.
Put the goddamn button.
Travis said he's going to play every snap at wide receiver. That sounds good. I mean, look, He could tell you what he all want. Action's going to speak louder than any words. We all know that. Action speaks louder than words. So I could sit there and say, man, I'm going to do this and this and this. That don't mean anything. That's just talk. Talk is cheap. You got to back it up with action. So will he play every snap? I don't know. I hope he does. If that's what he want to do, more power to him. I don't know if it's going to happen like that. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Tommy. Yeah, there's a couple times he really did. And one of those when he had that back and forth with the media and when they was talking about him not wanting to engage with them because after he lost the Super Bowl and him putting the towel in, he was always on about something. It was always something they stay on him about. And some of this stuff was unfair. You know what I'm saying? It was just one nitpick. But I don't know. I don't think he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame. I think he, like I said, it's going to be like one of them Sterling Sharp type situations. It's going to take a little while, but he's going to get in. But look, this is my opinion. I could be totally wrong. I've been wrong before. I'm going to be the first one to tell you I ain't always right. My wife will probably tell you, agree with me. My wife agree with me. I ain't always right. That's crazy, but yeah, she probably agree with me. No, I ain't always right, but that's okay. Am I right on this one? I don't know. I don't know. But guys, in case y'all didn't know, we do have football on Thursday. We do have football on Thursday. Can't wait. But as far as the look, I know all about his accomplishment, but we all know most of the accomplishments come from the college level. He won the MVP. Went 15 and I think what they ended up 15-2. Went to the Super Bowl. Lost to the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl. I understand. I definitely do, but I don't think he's going to be a first or second one. I'm thinking they're going to treat him like Sterling Sharp. Didn't get him in that way. I think Chad Ochocinco deserves a golden jacket. I can agree with that. It's funny, man. I keep saying Sterling Sharp situation, and Chad's going to face that too. Now, Chad has the tenure. He has the years. He has the stats. But you know how some of the media feel about outspoken players. And that was one of the things Cam was. Cam was one of those outspoken type players, man. He voiced whatever was on his mind or heart. Whether you wanted to hear it or not, he told it. He said it. Cam was one of those guys just like Chad Ochocinco was. And they have a problem with that. They don't like shut up and play ball. That's the mentality of some of them writers, man. That old way back in the day shit. That's the way some of them are. Yeah, but we'll see. Why? Where the hell your ass been at? I mean, I ain't heard shit from you. I mean, you always talk about them boys. I guess since them boys ain't winning shit, I ain't seen you. But good to see you today, my friend.
Put the goddamn button.
Hit that goddamn like button while you're here, brother. I appreciate it. Take the time right now to hit that like button. Likes look a little slam over here. I'm not understanding this. It only takes a second to hit that like button. Do it for the brother. I promise you, I appreciate it. Got a piece. But thank you for the NFL talk. This season is going to be lit. Stay healthy. I know that's right. That's the main thing, guys. Do what you got to do to take care of yourself. You only get one shot at this bad boy. He said if Sterling Sharp got in the Hall of Fame, Priest Holmes deserves it too. Damn. I don't know about that part. Priest Holmes ain't got the stats like my man Sterling Sharp did in them 7 years. Now, he was good. He did his thing for a year or two. But Sterling did his thing every year. All 7 years he played in the league, he did his thing. We can't say that about Priest Holmes. I remember when he played for Baltimore, and he was a third man on the running back roster. That's how the Chiefs got him. And then when Larry Johnson was in the mix, his opportunity started to go down. But look, I'm not going to disrespect him, man. He was a great player, and his short lifespan he had with the Chiefs, very entertaining. Look, I benefited from him in the fantasy football realm. Shout out to Priest Holmes. I'm just saying. Darren Woodson needs to get his gold jacket. Well, he's got a Dallas a blue jacket. I don't know what color the Dallas jackets are. He got a Dallas. He's in I think the Ring of Fame or the Dallas Ring of Fame or whatever. I think that's all you're gonna get. Don't ask for too much. He was a great commentator on the show. I don't know why he's not on there no more. I don't know. I did like him. I thought he was very entertaining. But now we starting to talk about who should be the Hall of Fame, who shouldn't. I can't let y'all do me like this. Why y'all want to do me so like this? Why y'all want to do that? Why y'all take the show there? Why did I let y'all take the show there? Because y'all bullies. That's why. Y'all bullied me in to talk about who should be in the Hall of Fame or not. But let's get to the real reason why y'all probably came here. And that's the reason why we're going to be talking about it right now. You know what the reason is? Because y'all seen these three guys on the thumbnail. So we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. So we still them boys fans. I don't care what your crazy ass say. We still them boys. Why I hear you. And I'm glad y'all still them boys. Shout out for y'all for being them boys. But your boys ain't shit. And we're going to talk about it. Since he want to bring up them boys, let's talk about Dallas right now. And what's going on with Dallas. So right now in the city of Dallas / Fort Worth, or whatever part of county you want to call them, some bitches, the Arlington Cowboys is what they really are. Let's keep it real. Oh, damn Dallas. They the Arlington Cowboys. Name the team the Arlington Cowboys, because that's where y'all preside at. Assholes. Let's talk about it. Right now, Jerry Jones is making a mistake. Jerry Jones is old, feeble, and is allowing his crazy ass senile mind to speak for him. Instead of his son, who's the next in line, Stephen Jones, should be having all the conversation about this Micah Parsons thing. Jerry's old ass just got to have a mic in front of him, and he got to say something wild. Well, I think y'all might have talked your way out of Micah Parsons. I really do. The way y'all handling this whole thing is terrible. Should have re-signed him last year, got him under contract. Now, Now y'all gonna wait. And more likely, y'all probably won't sign him this year. And now, guess what? The price is going to be even higher. Are y'all going to be willing to pay that price tag? Because it'll be his last year of his rookie deal. And the only thing you could do is franchise tagging. It's going to be it after that. Guys, y'all should have had him then. Got to the negotiating table and talked about it then, but y'all didn't. But y'all been doing this stuff. Y'all did it with Dak. Y'all did it with CeeDee Lamb. Y'all did it with Zeke. So why wouldn't y'all do it again to Micah Parsons? I'm not surprised. Then you be on there complaining about how much you paid the man, and the man's not even playing. Like he threw Dak up under the bus. That's some nasty work, Jerry. I ain't gonna front you. That's some nasty work you pulling off, man. But you don't care. You know why? Because we them boys. Well, why? Since y'all them boys, your sorry ass gonna have to pay the consequences for being them boys. Because I promise you, Mike Parsons, don't give them suckers no hometown discount. The hell with them and the hometown discount. You run it up. That's not your job to pay the money. That's not your job that you got a salary cap. That's ain't got nothing to do. You get as much money as you can. If it means you break them and they can't sign nobody else the next 2 years, so be it, Micah Parsons. I don't blame you. They disrespected you, brother. You deserve better. Go to a team that appreciates you more. Because I promise you, the Cowboys are not doing it. They're making bad decisions. They keep pushing on, kicking the can down the road. I heard one politician say it back in the days. Why High says 2 first round and a second for Parsons. Treated ass. Damn, you ready to send them away? The best player on your team? Hands down? You just saying it because he talked about that old son of a bitch ass Jerry Jones. That's why you're saying that. You like Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones ain't shit. I think they're making a bad mistake. Let me say this. I think all 3 teams that I put up are the Bengals and the Washington Commanders. I think they're all making a bad deal. Now, the other 2 I can kind of understand why they hold now because the players are a little long in the tooth, especially Hendrickson. I understand he's long in the tooth, man, but the past couple of years, man, the man had his average over 18 per season. So that he kind of catch you in a vice grip with just saying. And you got this Shamar from Texas A&M. You think he's going to be your savior at the end? Dude, the dude only had 5 sacks last year. 5. He wasn't a factor like that at A&M. He wasn't like that. They based all his was on potential. And guess what? He may never live up to it. And that's who you're going to, like my man not saying, that's who you're going to name your company after? Shout out to Ether, baby. If y'all don't know, y'all just don't know, man. Shout out to Nas Ether when he cooked Jay-Z's ass. Take me ripped him a new one. One of the best diss albums, or the best diss song out there. I ain't gonna say I said one of. No, the best was my man Ice Cube, No Vaseline. God damn, y'all, he set it off. Used to be hard, now you done went soft. First y'all was down with the AK. Now y'all running around here like down with Michelin. Looking like straight bozos. Ran 100 miles, but you still got 1 to go.
Lord Jesus.
Well, I'm just saying, let me stop, boy. Every once in a while, guys, if I'm the first time over, every once in a while I have a song reference because I be saying stuff and be thinking about stuff, and it remind me of a song, and I just start singing it. It might be my Tourette Jackson up. I don't know what it is, but I'll let just have fun. But let's get back to it. Before we get back to it, do me a solid, hit that like button. You goddamn right. Hit that like button, guys. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to all 3 channels. Just NFL, Hink of the Basement, and NFL Roundtable. Subscribe to all of them, guys. I appreciate it. But with that being said, let's talk about Hendricks. Because that's the one I was just talking about, how he's averaging 18 sacks the past 2 seasons. You know, it's kind of difficult with him in his situation. And the reason why is because he's a little older. You know, and when you're older, you have to keep that into consideration, right? You really do. You got to keep his age in consideration and focus on it. But the man's productive. The man's productive, and y'all haven't done anything to really help the defense. And the one good defensive player you got, you're playing games with him. And you hoping this rookie come in and do miraculous things. Yet he hasn't done it over his career at Texas A&M, but you think he's going to come in, all of a sudden just be the light switch hit and he's on. No, I doubt it. He wasn't that dude in college, more likely he won't be that dude in the NFL. He'll be a role player. That's what he'll be, a role player for you. But yet you're going to make your big dog on your defense. You're going to allow him to walk. I don't agree with that. I think it's a bad decision, but we watched the Bengals do bad decisions before. They continue to do it now. So let's go over to Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's been loyal to the squad for a long time. He watched a lot of coordinators leave, watched a couple head coaches go, watched a couple quarterbacks come and go, yet he stayed down. And at one time, he had an opportunity to get a better quarterback, a real quarterback, in Jaden Daniels. And he gave him one of his most productive seasons. And now y'all trying to disrespect him with the contract you're trying to offer him. Let me say this. He deserves more than T. Higgins. And I like T. Higgins. I think T. Higgins is a great wide receiver. But he deserves more than that. And that's what I heard of his contract they try to offer him. Disrespectful. I don't know what has happened in the NFL where these teams are starting to try to do that. Now, the salary cap has increased another extra 14 or 15 million a year than it was last season. But they doing this. Now, I know y'all want to make money. Y'all in the business of making money, and that's okay. But in order to make money, you got to be able to win. And if you want to win, you got to have the right players around. And having right players around is Terry McLaurin. Not chasing them off. Not trading him away. It's making sure you have him in the fold. The man's been loyal for whatever years, man. He's been loyal. How about you show him some loyalty? Sign that man. Give that man a deal. He deserves it. I hate to see that happen to him, but maybe he does have to leave. Maybe he has to go somewhere else. And somebody asked me a question earlier. Do I think there's going to be a trade after the next preseason game? Yeah, I think it is. I don't know who's going to be, but there's going to be some deals. There's going to be some deals made, some offers made, and some trades done. I strongly believe that. I strongly believe it. But guys, we got NFL this Thursday. Last Thursday, we had the Hall of Fame game. This Thursday, which will be August the 7th, we will have 3 games. You will have the Indianapolis Colts playing against the Baltimore Ravens. You have the Cincinnati Bengals playing against the defending champs, Philadelphia Eagles. And you have them weak-ass Las Vegas Raiders going against Seattle. Now, that game's like at 10 o'clock projected start. Boy, your boy won't be up for that game. If I do, I'll watch about a quarter and I got to get gone. But that's all I ain't going to need to watch because we all know the starters won't play little to no minutes. So it won't be a lot to watch for them. I want to see how Ashton Gentry responds, how he plays. That's who I'm interested in watching. Is Geno able to step it up? Who knows? Who knows? But, of course, they're going to be playing against their old team, the Seattle Seahawks. So Sam Darnold is a new quarterback with the Seahawks. How will he respond after being let go from Minnesota? Is he going to build some type of rapport with Jigman Smith? Kenny Walker, is he going to have a full healthy season? Justin said, I'm back. Hot damn it, I know that's right. Justin, hopefully when you came back, you hit that like button.
What's the goddamn button?
You goddamn right. Dak Prescott was never loyal to Jerry Jones. Get your money, players. Hey, man, Jerry Jones is a piece of work, man. That's all I'm going to say. Jerry Jones is a piece of work. But look, Jerry Jones will be Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones must not mind paying the high ball players because he wants to wait till the last minute and make a decision on the contract. And it's funny in some of this version, y'all don't know what I offered him. Y'all don't know what I offered. Nobody knows, Jerry. Until y'all do a press release and tell us, nobody knows. But I believe what the player said. I believe you trying to disrespect him. He came to you in good faith without his agent to have a conversation about a new deal. And you told him to kiss your grits. That's what I believe. I believe you told him to kiss your grits and you ain't going to give him no good deal like this. You ain't give him no 40 million plus. And then you know what Micah Parsons said? Well, you can kiss my grits too. And I'm out of here. I think that's what happened. Rich said, what would Cowboys get for Micah? Well, I know when the Bears had an opportunity last year and they traded, not last year, but a few years ago when we traded for Khalil Mack, we ended up giving up 2 first-round picks and a 3rd-round pick for Khalil Mack. I think it'll be around that price range, maybe a little bit more, maybe something a little bit higher than more like a 2 first rounds and a second. Whether the second round gonna be next year or in 2027. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be. Of course, a player. Some bitch is a goddamn hater. Sick of it. Shout out to my guy, Big Ant 11, for the $10 super chat. He said, I done went and ran 2 miles and come back and Hank's still on her crying about the birds. Just saying. Shout out to Big Ant 11 for the $10 super chat. He didn't have to, but he chose to. And I appreciate the blessings. Thank you, sir. But not only that, thank you for your service. You hating ass son of a gun. I can't stand it. He get on my goddamn nerves. Go to hell. See, Ant, you got me up here choking and shit. I'm sick of you. Let me give me some swig of this Snapple. Snapple apple. I love Snapple apple. Y'all ain't never had it, try it. You'll like it. Judges can't make him pay child support. Jerry, the man. Favorite college conference? Well, brother Justin, I'm from Kentucky. I'm in the SEC. So naturally, SEC is going to be my favorite conference. I love SEC football, best football out there. So that's who my favorite conference is. I'm an SEC guy. I'm from an SEC state, and I root for an SEC team. But I only root for one team, no other ones. I mean, I like watching them, entertaining, and I always have a good time partaking in them. But Kentucky's my team, so I'm going to ride with them, and they are SEC, and so they are my favorite conference. There you are, Justin. There you have it. What is yours, my guy? What is your conference and team? I'll be interested to know. But as far as those three players, I think only one of them's going to get traded out of three. Just my opinion. I could see Hendricks going somewhere else. I can. I think Micah Parsons is going to stay. And I think Terry McLaurin is going to get signed here soon. I think Mike Parsons probably going to have to play one more year under this rookie deal his last year and then go from her. Hendricks is going to get traded, and Terry McLaurin is going to get a more respectable deal. Just my opinion. I can't sit there and say, oh, it's going to happen. It's going to be set stone. I can't say that. I can't. I'm just guessing. Just guessing that, right? Just my guesstimation. We'll see. Hopefully that's the case. These young men get what they well deserve, the opportunity, the money, and all their endeavors. I hope that happens. But with that being said, I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. Make sure y'all do me a solid. Before you leave, make sure you subscribe, right? Before you leave, make sure you hit that like button. Before you leave, share the program, share the channel. Let me know in the comments whether, you doing it on the replay and checking it out. Leave me a comment on all the channels. All the channels. Leave me a comment. I'll check them all out. And I'll try to respond if I can. Now, if you say some harsh or crazy stuff, I ain't going to respond to you. I'm just going to ignore you like I do a child. And hopefully you go away. But I appreciate y'all guys being here. Just like I said, leave me a message. Let me know what you guys think about the show. Let me know where I can improve, what I need to do to make the channel better. I'm always trying to do that. I'm always here to have fun, talk sports, talk football. Like I said, I talk NBA a little bit. I talk college basketball, talk college football. But my main love, my first love, is NFL football. Somebody said Boomer Sooner. Shout out to Oklahoma. They are now in the SEC. Welcome to the conference. Well, like I'm saying, I appreciate talking football. Guys, the season here, man. We got a little bit of football on last Thursday. We got more football on this up and coming Thursday. You got games on the 7th, as well as the 8th of August, and of course the 9th. So by the end of this week, everybody's going to have at least one game up under their belt that we're going to have, which is going to be good for me as a fantasy football guy. I'm going to get the opportunity to see some of these players, these rookies, and how they going to be able to produce and be cycled into with the vets. Get the opportunity to see them playing on the NFL level. So that's going to be all positive. I do have a draft, a fantasy football draft that I'm thinking about going live on. It depends. And it's online, right? It's online. So I may do a live show and do a live show while I'm doing a draft on a Sunday. I don't know. I'm debating on it, you know what I'm saying? But because y'all will be saying stuff in the chat now, I got to stay focused. You know, when I'm doing fantasy, I'm locked in. I'm locked in on laser focus on putting this championship team together. Wife don't like it because I'm in too many leagues, according to her. That's not true. One time she said, I got a gambling problem. I said, baby, I ain't got no gambling problem. I budget my money. I got a special camp called Fantasy Football Camp. Strictly for fantasy football and some lightweight betting. But I don't have a gambling problem, as my wife accused me of. Oh, God, she's crazy. But nonetheless, I love her. But with that being said, I want to make sure you guys get the opportunity because, guys, in case y'all didn't know, over here, I'm appreciative of action figures, as y'all can see. All the ones I have behind me, as well as Funko Pops. Now, you can't see those, but, you know, I got some. They in the basement. As well as albums. I'm a big fan of vinyl. I collect vinyl. I do all that. Those are my little hobbies that I have besides fantasy football. But I always make sure I try to display my action figures, my Funko/albums of the week. And I want to share it with you guys. Y'all might have seen it on the trailer, but if you didn't, you're going to watch it now. Let's go. So, album of the week is Ludacris. Ludacris album. It's a collab. Disturbing the Peace is a collab with a bunch of local rappers in the South. Also, action figure and Funko Pop of the week is the Green Goblin, one of the iconic villains of the Spider-Man universe. So there you have it. Action figure, Funko Pop, as well as album of the week. Guys, I appreciate every last one of you being here. And with that being said, I will catch you on the next one. Right on.